we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Stafford going to throw from the outset. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They only get get two there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Stafford on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In motion left comes Brown. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that's caught inside the 30. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford. This is caught. And he's brought down. His 1st catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again it'll be Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Zero. 40 gun. 40 gun.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Tariq Woolen in on the stop. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 31 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Back to throw. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after,
touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson, 28 yards. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And an Eagle first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Murray again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here we go.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he will score. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Murray. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A give for Taylor running right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or 2 deep zone, safeties are back a little ways, what you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second and 9, Murray dancing to his left. Man open left side is Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and third and 8 now.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to the right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
To throw, it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on third and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Ready.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Room here to run. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss a new
touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Second down, another run with Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Murray off play action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Murray now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Murray's got to have this one. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the